Hello and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I'm a little nervous to talk about this because I've never done a video like this before on this channel. This video is a little spicy, so I guess let's just get into it. Today I'm going to tell you about the time I kind of got kicked out of a plant shop. I wasn't exactly asked to leave, but my experience there made me decide that I was never going to go back. I don't ever usually make videos like this. I just want to make this clear. This is not a normal thing for my content. I want to talk about this because it was pretty notable, so here we go. So it was a couple months ago, and I can't remember if it was like 5 months ago or 6 months ago or whenever it was, but it was a couple months ago. I was filming a plant shop tour. This is a place I had permission to film at, a place I had filmed at multiple times over again. Like, it wasn't a surprise that I could be there filming. It was also a place that I had known some of the people who worked there. Sorry, I'm like so nervous talking about this. Basically what I'm trying to say is that I had permission to be there. I had filmed many a time there. In the middle of filming, and I have my friend with me, all of the sudden, out of nowhere, the owner comes around the corner. So I stopped filming, which was such a mistake. I say, "Hey, what's up? How's it going?" And they just go, "What are you doing?" And I said, "Oh, well, you know, I'm filming a plant tour." And they say, "Sounds to me like you're using my venue without the proper payment." Anyways, and I was like, "Oh, you know, you've told me I can film here." They said that if I wanted to continue filming there, that I needed to pay them the fee, which I'm not gonna tell you what that is. I said, "Person," I'm not gonna say their name or their pronouns this entire time. I said, "Person, your videos on my channel tend to get a lot of views, and therefore I'm bringing you a lot of promotion. I actually charge people now for ads on my videos, and actually a company is paying for me to fly out." This was Botanicas is paying for me to fly out and putting me up in a hotel, all expenses paid, so that I can go and film their shop. Not that I'm like a big deal or anything, and I'm saying this to you guys, I didn't say this to this person, but I'm not saying this to be like, "Oh, haha, I'm so cool, please just do this." I'm saying that I know my worth as someone who puts ads on their videos, and I know that a good amount of the time people go to those shops and most likely they're going to probably buy those plants, and so I get something out of it by making content about the shops for my channel, and then that shop in turn gets a lot of promotion because plant shop tours usually do pretty good on YouTube. So I said, "Person, I'm not going to pay you or the honor of putting you on my YouTube channel when you get so much exposure on my YouTube channel, and you've also previously given me permission to do this." And this person says, "Well, I didn't ask for that exposure." This person raised their tone at me during this conversation, and there's some things that happened in this conversation I'm not gonna say. They do want to protect the identity of this shop and this person, because I'm not out here to stir tea, I'm just out here to tell a story. But this person raised their voice at me to the to a pretty full extent twice, to the point where I had to ask them to please lower their voice because I did not appreciate the tone that they were speaking to me in, after which both times they did re-lower their voice, but not before we had drawn a bit of a crowd. There were 2 customers who were watching and my friend who was watching, but the owner did not know that this person was my friend. At this point, the owner tells me that no one has ever come into this store because of my videos. They don't ask for my promotion, and they're certainly not going to pay for it, which I wasn't asking them to, but that I needed to pay to put them on my YouTube channel because they're a venue. And I tried to explain it, but they did not get it. And so then at this point, my friend comes around the corner and is kind of watching now, joining the little small crowd we have going on. And all of a sudden, the owner of the store, and I say owner because it is the person who owns the store, the owner's voice changes from very intensely talking at me, so not quite a yell because again I'd asked them to bring their voice down, but talking very much and accusatorily at me. And so my friend finally walks around the corner and shows themselves. All of a sudden the owner goes, "Hi, how can I help you? What are you looking for today?" Out of nowhere went from, "You can't be here, you need to do this, you need to do this, I never asked for this, no one comes in here because of you," and then all of a sudden, "Hi, how can I help you today?" Blew my mind. And then my friend goes, oh no, I'm with her. And the owner goes, oh. And again, there's still 2 people standing and watching us that I don't know, like over in the corner, that I'm very aware of, which is terrifying. This situation was terrifying for me because it was like, oh no. They don't know me. They don't know that I know this shop owner. They don't know that I've gotten permission to film here and have filmed here many times. They don't know that I know the staff here. They don't know that what this person is telling me is out of pocket. I hope that I don't look like I'm causing a problem for a shop owner because that is not what I want. I'm supposed to work in tandem with shop owners. I come in, I show all of the beautiful plants, and I talk and I say where it is, and then people hopefully go to the shop. And then it helps local businesses and it helps me. So it's like a great little system for 2 people to work together, right? So this was terrifying. I was like, I don't know if they're gonna pull out their phone. I don't know if this person knows who I am. I don't know. I was like, is this gonna be the end of my job? Like, am I gonna get canceled? Is something gonna get taken out of context? It was terrifying. And I wasn't filming because I'm stupid. I just can't believe it. I had my phone in my hand the entire time and I didn't film any of it. So there is a part of the story I can't quite tell you about because I think it would reveal too much information about where this place was. The conversation proceeded to get pretty personal, making some very false statements about how much they pay their employees, how well they pay their employees. And I have information that I know that is not true. They do not pay their employees well. So I said that, which is true statement, because they said in front of their employees how well they pay their employees. But this place was paying their employees from the time that I was aware of the pay, which was not that long ago, minimum wage. So I said, don't lie about that in front of your employees in your own shop, because that's not true. Like, that's really not true. And that made me really upset. I'm not gonna lie, that made me pretty darn upset. The store owner goes, well, it's not about that. It's not about the pay. And I was like, well, you just made it about that. And then they were like, well, listen, all that matters is that if you want to be here, you have to pay the fee to use my venue. And I said, well, I'm not gonna be here. I literally, like, my camera screen was still open. I was like, I closed it and I was like, well, I'm not gonna be here, that I'm not gonna film here anymore. And they said, oh no, you don't have to not film here anymore. You just need to write me up a proposal and then I'll look over it and it might be all right. I need to know what you're gonna say about my shop in advance before you say it. And I said, person, that's not how this works. When you're going into a shop to review a shop, which I usually go unannounced, chefs who go in and review culinary places, they don't tell people that they're coming in before. They don't say, oh, I won't say this or I won't say this. And I can understand, sure, wanting to protect your business, not wanting anyone to say any mean things. But the thing is that I knew the person who owns the shop and they knew how much I know about plants. And occasionally some things would be very off about this shop. And they knew I knew that because I helped them learn that. This person, this shop owner didn't want me coming in with all of this knowledge without telling them what I was and wasn't going to say about them in advance, which is absolutely not cool. Because I don't know if you guys noticed, but if I go to a plant shop and it's not good, you guys don't see a video. And that's because I don't like negative energy. I don't like being, hey, this place sucked, don't go here. If I saw something like bugs or pests or dying plant, I would take it up to the front and I'd be like, hey, I just want to let you know I saw this. And I'd be like, you should probably isolate it. And then they're usually like, I'll do that. Thank you so much for pointing this out to me. But I'm not gonna go up to a plant shop, point out everything terrible, everything that they could do better, and then put that in a video. I'm gonna point out everything that they're doing right because I feel like that's just good energy. I feel like that's good energy and that's the kind of energy I want to put out in this world. Positive houseplant shopping tours, not, oh, this is too expensive. Oh, this leaf doesn't look good. Suddenly, all the trust went out the window. And it was like, I needed to write down what I would and wouldn't say about them. And that is after, this was like a 45 to 1 hour long situation of them very rudely and almost yelling at me at moments before I asked them to calm down their voice, speaking at me in their shop, in front of other customers and employees. It was the most unprofessional thing I had ever seen in my life. And I'm a customer too. I was there to buy plants. They said, well, you can just write me a proposal and then I'll prove it if I like it. And I said, I'm not going to do that. You're not a sponsor of my YouTube channel. You don't get to decide what I say and don't say. I said, if you would like to be a sponsor, if you'd like to have a say in what I might say about your product or what I might not say about your product, you can pay me the fee. And I told them the fee. Said, if that is what you want to pay, but I'm not gonna pay you that fee to have the honor to put you on my channel when I'm paid to do this now. And it was the most outrageous situation. So I said, I'm not gonna do that. And I closed my camera and I put it away. They said, well, it doesn't even matter because no one comes here because of you anyways. And that's when my friend goes, just out of pocket comment, it was incredible. They say, not that it matters, but this is my first time here and I'm here because of Ashley. And I was just like, her first time here. And it was this experience. Anyways, and so then ultimately the interaction ended and I said, do you want me to leave? And they said, no, you don't have to leave, but you can't film. And I said, no worries, won't ever happen again. So after that happened, I was holding my cool. I wasn't just gonna run away after being basically yelled at by an adult. And my friend was panicking. My friend was like, yo, can we go? Cause that was terrible. And I was like, no, I'm not gonna run away. I said, if you wanna wait out in the car, I can give you my keys, but I'm not gonna run away after that happened because I know this person and I know the people who work here. I'm not just gonna run away from that. So I continued to walk around a little bit, peruse the plants. There's a couple I would have bought in a heartbeat, but I wasn't about to give this owner any more of my money. So ultimately we left, and after we left, this is where it gets a little spicy. I get a message on Instagram and she says, hey Ashley, I was the customer that was there and watched that all happen with a client of mine. That was also my first time there and it was my client's first time there. So I don't know if you guys know what this means, but basically, me and my friend, this girl that I'd known from the internet, and her client, this was a professional relationship she has with this other person. We four were the only people in that entire shop at that one moment in time. One of them was me, and the other three people were there suspiciously. What the heck was I about to say? Specifically, because I had referred that plant shop. What gets me going about this is that this shop owner said multiple times, no one goes there because of me, which is fine. I don't claim to send people to plant shops. I just go to plant shops and film it because it's fun. And it happens to be a very symbiotic relationship for me and houseplant shop owners. And I'm not claiming to be this person who is so popular that people go places because of me, because I don't. But in this one case, everyone that was inside that plant shop was there because I had referred it. So this person that I knew from the internet told me that as soon as we left, the owner walked over to them. And again, these two people had watched the entire thing, like the whole 45-minute long interaction. At least I assume that's about how long it was. The owner walked up to them and they said, hey, how can I help you today? Can I help you find anything? We actually were here because of Ashley's recommendation as well, but we're gonna be leaving because that was incredibly unprofessional how you just yelled at her in your store. And so they left. And as soon as this happened, I called my Discord members and I told them about it because I could not actually believe what had just happened to me. It was so out of nowhere because again, I had been to this shop a lot and then out of nowhere, it was just, you have to pay me or you can't film here. And then it was me saying no many times. And then finally they were like, okay, well you don't have to pay me, but you have to write me a proposal. And then me saying no. And then them being like stuck at a stalemate because I'm sure they were so sure they were in the right, which is why they yelled at me like that. And the thing is that if a shop owner ever had a problem with me filming there, I would hope, like if they were rescinding their consent to have me film, I would hope that they would send me an email. So I have a professional email, pull me aside into the meeting room because they have a meeting room there, talk to me in private, talk to me like I'm a person. This shop owner talked to me like I was 4. Like I had to be the one to be like, hey person, I do not appreciate the way that you are talking to me right now. I had to say that to an adult much older than me. I don't know, that was my little situation that happened. I don't really know, it was not like the best thing that happened. Like I would have preferred if that didn't happen, but it did feel like a little bit of a victory because this person told me to my face so many times that what I was doing didn't matter and that no one was ever there because of me. And then in that one moment, every single person that was in that store was there because of me. And it wasn't a lot of people, but it was 3. So it was pretty cool. Hi, careful of the monstera. I love you. So since that happened, I haven't gone back to that plant shop, and I also won't be telling you what the plant shop is. All the employees who work there are very nice people. They're very good people. I think it was just a really weird situation that won't ever happen again. I know I've said it a couple times in this video, but the thing that just threw me off so much was the fact that I had filmed at this place just 2 weeks before this incident happened, and I was there with my mom, as my mom goes with me many a place all over the country. She does. I had just been there with my mom, just seen this shop owner, said hello to them, had a very amicable conversation, very wonderful, which was why it was so out of pocket. Like, I knew this person as being this wonderful fairy garden type of person, and then all of a sudden, to me, they were so the opposite. My friend walks around the corner. Hi, how can I help you? Back to me, the complete opposite. We leave over to the other customers who just watched that entire thing. Hi, how can I help you? It's just bizarre. I guess. So anyways, that's my video about how I kind of got kicked out of a plant shop. Wasn't allowed to film there anymore anyways, which is totally fine. It was kind of weird. I don't really want to go back and film any more of that place anyways after that. So, but yeah, so that's my little story time, my little kind of tea time, my kind of little drama moment that happened. Super duper weird. I think that's something that I learned from this situation is that if a person ever comes at me like that again and they don't want me to film, I will stop the whole, like if that specific interaction happens where it's hostile and it's loud in front of employees and other shop members, instead of calmly talking to them while they're upset at me and it's still being public, I think what I would do instead is I would make sure the conversation is private. It did not make this shop look good, did not make this owner look good. It's super weird to have like a really kind of private conversation like that about what I do in my job in front of people that I don't know that well. I think next time I would say, hey, let's stop right here. Why don't you send me an email, or why don't we go somewhere where we can sit down? We can talk about this like adults. Or I can come back a different time if you need me to. So I think I learned something from it as well. But I thought that I would share that interesting little story because I think that it is a very weird thing that happened to me. That's my story of how I got kicked out of filming. So thanks for watching this video. Please make sure you like, subscribe, and tweet me at PlantMeAshley. Follow me on Instagram at PlantMeAshley as well, and also TikTok. I've been making TikToks lately, so come hang out with me on TikTok. Also, if you want to join my membership community, it costs $5 a month for the minimum amount of payment to join. When you join, you'll get access to an entire community of Discord members from all over the world of 162 different people. It's pretty freaking cool. Also, we have a BST for multiple different countries, and then we have not plant related stuff like creative endeavors, other people's YouTube channels. We have a mental health category, a workout category, we have a pet category, we have every category. You think of it, we have it. Come hang out with us, it's super fun, and we even have weekly hangouts. That's it for me today. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next houseplant section. But not that one. Goodbye! Thank you so much for the extra channel support to the planted cauliflower, all the green places, and botanicas.